All right, let's dive into a really high-stakes move in one of the toughest markets on the entire planet. We're talking about an independent escrow company trying to crack the code of Los Angeles real estate. So we're going to break down their strategy and figure out if they've really got what it takes to pull this off.
So this is the big question, isn't it? Los Angeles real estate, it's not just a market, it's a whole different beast. It's got its own rules, its own major players, and the barriers to entry are just incredibly high. To even make a dent there, you need way more than just money. You need a brilliant plan, you need the right people, and you need a rock-solid vision. So how is this one company, New Venture Escrow, trying to solve this puzzle? Okay, first things first. What's the actual move? Let's get right to the headline that's been making some serious waves in the LA real estate scene. And there it is. New Venture Escrow has officially planted its flag in Los Angeles. Now, let's be clear. This isn't just them opening another branch office. No way. This is a very deliberate, very strategic push into one of the most competitive real estate arenas in the world. It's a huge signal, not just for the company, but for the entire local market. Opening an office is kind of the easy part. The real story, the interesting part, is the why. What was it about LA that was so compelling that it made this move an absolute must-do for them? Let's really unpack the strategy here. So, according to the company's president, Casey LeBlanc, the whole strategy really rests on these four pillars. First up, scale. The sheer volume of deals in LA is just massive. It's a huge opportunity. Second is dynamism. It's a super fast-paced market where being modern and efficient can be a total game changer. Third, established networks. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but instead tap into the deep relationships that really define LA real estate. And finally, lasting impact. The goal here isn't just to compete, it's to actually improve the escrow process for everyone involved. This quote from LeBlanc really lays out their entire game plan. It's kind of like a hybrid approach. They're taking their modern, tech-focused systems and merging them with a hand-picked local team that already knows the community inside and out. So the idea isn't to just come in and disrupt things, but you empower their partners by giving them the best of both worlds. You get cutting-edge efficiency, but with that trusted local expertise.
But hey, a strategy is only as good as the people who are actually putting it into action, right? And that brings us to maybe the most critical piece of this whole thing, the expert local team that's been tasked with making this vision a reality. Now, before we meet the team, let's do a super quick refresh on this role. An escrow officer is basically the neutral referee at the heart of a real estate deal. They hold the money, they manage all the paperwork, and they make sure everything closes smoothly and correctly. They are, for all intents and purposes, the operational heart of the whole transaction, which means hiring the right ones is absolutely crucial. And here is where we see that focus on local expertise in action. At the core of the operation, you've got Marcin Klein and Carmen Alvarado, two escrow officers with literally decades of experience navigating the tricky LA market. These are the seasoned vets. And then you have Jill Green, who, as the sales representative, is meant to be the bridge to the agent community, making sure they have all the support they need. It's a really well-rounded team, designed for both getting things done and growing the business. So, the strategy is locked in, the team is on the ground. The final and maybe most important question is, what does this all actually mean for real estate agents and their clients in Los Angeles, like right now? The answer is immediately. This is not some coming soon announcement. Nope. The office is open, the team's in place, and they are already handling deals. So for anyone who's involved in LA real estate, the impact of this new player is happening as we speak. Okay, so let's just boil this down to the key takeaways for the local market. First, agents and clients now have a brand new option for an independent escrow partner right there in the city. Second, this isn't just another old school company. They're bringing modern systems to the party, which is all about making the process smoother. And third, with a dedicated sales rep like Jill Green, it's clear they're committed to directly helping the agent community build their business. And all of that leaves us with the really big question. You see, Los Angeles is a market that's built on tradition, on long-standing relationships. So by mixing that deep local experience with a fresh modern approach, New Venture is making a really calculated bet. Is it going to be enough to make a dent, or maybe even reshape how business gets done in one of the toughest real estate markets in the world? Well, only time will tell.